Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another session of Quranic Arabic recitation with Tajweed rules. In this session, we will be studying from here to there as 12 syllables of Al-Qaida Nuraniya on page number 14. This slide is just a reminder for transliteration purposes. Ad-Darsuth. Ad-Darsuth. Ad-Dars means lesson. Thamin. Thamin. Thamin means eighth. So this is the eighth lesson. Ad-Darsu Thamin. Ad-Darsu Thamin. So this is the eighth lesson of Al-Qaida Nuraniya. Huruful. Huruful. Huruf means letters. Maddi. Maddi. That means mad, letters of lengthening. Leen. Leen. That means letters of leen, which is softness. So this lesson is about the letters of mad, lengthening, and leen, softness. Huruful maddi wal leen. Huruful maddi wal leen. So before starting the actual lesson, we have to revisit this slide. So whenever we have a letter which has fatha on top of it, that's called short vowel, and it is prolonged for one count. Whenever we have another letter which has fatha on it and it is followed by alif sukoon, as a hidden sukoon here, that is called long vowel, and it is prolonged for two counts. So only fatha, one count, fatha with alif sukoon, two counts. So we need to know the difference between when a letter has fatha only and a letter which has fatha and followed by alif sukoon. So this is short vowel and this is long vowel. We prolong this for one count and we prolong this for two counts. So that would be ba fatha ba, and this is ba fatha alif sukoon ba, two counts. So another difference we need to know is whenever we have this structure and this structure, the lengthening is the same, two counts. Ba fatha alif saghira ba, and this is we studied this in the previous lessons. Ba fatha alif sukoon, that's ba. So only the writing is different, but the pronunciation or the lengthening is the same. So the first syllable we have is ba fatha alif sukoon. So this is how it is written, and this is the written form, and this is the pronunciation. So you can't see the hidden sukoon here, but I have put it here just for explanation purposes. Ba fatha alif sukoon ba. Ba fatha alif sukoon ba. Ba fatha alif sukoon ba. Ba is a light letter, it has fatha on top of it, and it is followed by alif, which has hidden sukoon. As hidden sukoon, I put it here. So as it is prolonged for two counts. Ba fatha alif sukoon ba. Ba fatha alif sukoon ba. So next, whenever we have a letter which has dhamma on top of it, so that's short vowel, and it is prolonged for one count. And whenever we have a letter which has dhamma on it and followed by waw sukoon, there's a hidden sukoon here. So that is called a long vowel, and it is prolonged for two counts. That's another harf mad. The difference between these two, so we have this structure and this structure. So for example, we have ha as a letter and it has dhamma on top of it, so that we have to prolong it for one count. Ha dhamma hu. And here we have ha, which has dhamma on top of it, but it is followed by waw sukoon, as a hidden sukoon, and this alif is silent. So ha dhamma waw sukoon hu, two counts. So that one is one count prolongation, this one is two count prolongation. So the next structure, we have this structure and we have this structure. Whenever we see these two, the sound would be same. So two counts, hu, hu. The only difference they have is the written form. So the written form is this, and this is different than this one. But the actual the sound, pronunciation, and the rules applied to them, they are same. So the next syllable we have is ba dhamma waw sukoon. So if you see here, waw has hidden sukoon there, ba has dhamma, which ba is a light letter, waw has hidden sukoon, and this alif is silent. Ba dhamma waw sukoon boo. Ba dhamma waw sukoon boo. Ba dhamma waw sukoon boo. 2 counts prolongation. So this is the written form and this is the pronunciation form. The third one we have is whenever we have a letter and it has kasra underneath, that will be prolonged for 1 count. As for example, any letter ba kasra b, 1 count prolongation, and is called short vowel. Whenever we have a letter and it has kasra underneath, but it is followed by ya, there's a hidden sukoon here, so that is going to be prolonged for 2 counts, and it is called long vowel. This is mud letter, so it's going to be, for example, ha kasra ya sukoon he, 2 counts. Ha kasra he, 1 count. Examples. So whenever we have this structure and this structure, so the difference you can see here, this one has only ha kasra underneath, it is prolonged for 1 count. Ha kasra he. And this one has ha kasra underneath and yes, there's hidden sukoon here. So I've written here ha kasra ya sukoon he, 2 counts prolongation. So this one is 2 counts prolongation he, and this one is 1 count prolongation he. So next we have this structure and this structure. The only difference they have is the written form, but the sounds, the pronunciation is the same and the prolongation is the same as well. This is ha kasra ya saghira he, and this one is ha kasra ya sukoon he. So the writing is different and the pronunciation is the same, and the rules applied to them will be same as well. So the third syllable we have is ba kasra ya sukoon, as a hidden sukoon again here. As a written form, ba, which is a light letter, it has kasra underneath, ya, which has on top of here hidden sukoon, ba kasra ya sukoon he. So whenever we have any letter which has kasra underneath and it is followed by ya, it will be prolonged for 2 counts. Okay, ba kasra ya sukoon b, ba kasra ya sukoon b, ba kasra ya sukoon b, ba boo b, ba boo b, ba boo b. So the next syllable we have is ta fatha alif sukoon. Ta fatha alif sukoon ta. This is the written form, and its pronunciation is going to be ta fatha alif sukoon. So that's hidden sukoon here. Ta is a light letter, it has fatha on top of it, and it is followed by alif and hidden sukoon, and this is how it's pronounced. Ta fatha alif sukoon ta, ta fatha alif sukoon ta. The next syllable we have is ta dhamma waw sukoon tu. So this is the written form, and this one is pronunciation ta dhamma waw sukoon, and this alif is silent. Ta dhamma waw, hidden sukoon here, and this alif is silent. Ta dhamma waw sukoon tu, ta dhamma waw sukoon tu, ta dhamma waw sukoon tu. The next syllable we have is ta kasra ya sukoon ti. So this is the written form, the hidden sukoon here. Ta is a light letter, it has kasra underneath, and it is followed by ya, which has sukoon on top of it. Ta kasra ya sukoon ti, ta kasra ya sukoon ti, ta kasra ya sukoon ti, ta tu ti, ta tu ti, ta tu ti. The next syllable we have is tha fatha alif sukoon. So that's the written form. This has hidden sukoon here, and this is the pronunciation. I put the hidden sukoon here. Tha fatha alif sukoon tha. Tha is a light letter, it has fatha on top of it, it is followed by alif, and alif has hidden sukoon. Tha fatha alif sukoon tha, ثاء فتحة ألف سكون ثاء ثاء فتحة ألف سكون ثاء. So the next letter we have is tha dhamma waw sakoon. Waw sakoon, sakoon is hidden here, and this alif is silent. Tha dhamma waw sakoon thu. Tha dhamma waw sakoon thu. Tha dhamma waw sakoon thu. The next syllable we have is tha kasra ya sakoon. So this is the written form tha kasra ya sakoon fi. And this is the pronunciation tha kasra. Tha is a light letter, it has kasra underneath, and it is followed by ya, and ya has sakoon. Tha kasra ya sakoon thi. Tha kasra ya sakoon thi. Tha kasra ya sakoon thi. Tha thu fi. Tha thu fi. Tha thu fi. The next syllable we have is ha fatha alif sakoon. So that's the written form. Ha is a light letter, it has fatha on top of it, and it is followed by alif, and alif has hidden sakoon here. So I have written here for explanation. Ha fatha alif sakoon ha. Ha fatha alif sakoon ha. Ha fatha alif sakoon ha. The next syllable we have is ha dhamma waw sakoon, hidden sakoon here, hu, and alif is silent. Ha dhamma waw sakoon hu. This ha is light and has dhamma, followed by waw. Waw has sakoon, and this alif is silent. Ha dhamma waw sakoon hu. Ha dhamma waw sakoon hu. The next syllable we have is ha kasra ya sakoon hi. This has hidden sakoon here. Ha is a light letter, it has kasra underneath, followed by ya, and ya has hidden sakoon. So this is how we pronounce it. Ha kasra ya sakoon hi. Ha kasra ya sakoon hi. Ha kasra ya sakoon hi. Ha hu hi. Ha hu hi. Ha hu hi. So the next few slides would be sounds only. Ba, bu, bi. Ba, bu, bi. Ba, bu, bi. Ta, tu, ti. Ta, tu, ti. Ta, tu, ti. Fa, thu, fi. Fa, thu, fi. Fa, thu, fi. Ha, hu, hi. Ha, hu, hi. Ha, hu, hi. So this is the end of this session. We will practice these syllables 10 times in next session inshallah. Until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.